Search remains for that missing boater, not seen since yesterday afternoon. News Channel 5's Cuthbert Langley is following this story, has been all morning long. And you're along Percy Priest Lake. You've got the identity of this missing boater, and are they any closer to finding out basically where he went down or where he disappeared from?
At this point, Steve, they were actually able to use his cell phone. We're talking about 49-year-old Troy Stafford. They were able to use his cell phone's location device actually to track down where his boat was. They found that boat around 2:15 this morning at daybreak. So here in the next little bit, crews are going to be back out here on the water. We're about 250 yards off the lake. It's back behind me over here. Throughout the early morning hours, TWRA officials were actually looking through his boat, trying to find any sort of clues that may help them in finding this man. This is what the scene looked like last night. The call came in around 9 p.m. A family member called 911 to report him missing. They said the last they heard from him was around 4:30 when he sent a text message to his family. He got out to Percy Priest Lake around 12 noon to go fishing, and the folks were actually out with TWRA crews this morning, helping them find his favorite fishing spot. So they say he's been out here before. He knows this water well. But one of the more challenging things is that since yesterday was a little bit colder than it has been, there weren't that many fishermen out on the lake, meaning it proved even more difficult to track down where he may be.
There were not very many boaters out today, which also made it difficult because there was less people to see, other boats. And we had nobody that, that we talked to out there that had seen this boat.
So again, they are searching for 49-year-old Troy Stafford. I just spoke with TWRA officials, and they tell me that the Office of Emergency Management will be leading the charge in trying to find him this morning. TWRA will assist. Metro Police were actually out here using their helicopter on the lake as well. The fog that developed overnight, those cooler temperatures even made it more difficult for the search. But again, here in the next little bit, we do expect crews to be out here back on the lake behind me, continuing to search for 49-year-old Troy Stafford. Steve, we'll send it back to you guys.
Cuthbert, thanks very much. New this morning, a man considered armed and dangerous was arrested just hours after he slipped past deputies. The Warren County, Kentucky Sheriff's Office started looking for Joseph Crouch around 8 last night. They say he attacked someone with a stick, then pulled a pistol and a knife on the victim. He took off before deputies arrived, but about 4 hours later, they found their man. Crouch was tased and is now in custody.
We have pictures now of the men who staged that gun shop smash and grab yesterday morning. The picture showing the driver of the stolen truck that smashed into the South Nashville gun shop. The other photo shows that the guy was not alone, someone in the passenger seat there. Not long after those pictures were taken, the truck backed through the front door of the gun shop down in the Antioch area. 5 people wearing masks rushed the store, stealing nearly a dozen guns at about $14,000 worth. The men then ditched that truck and took off in a newer model silver sedan, and they're still out there. The car that police pulled over yesterday turned out not to be connected to that robbery. Happening today, we're going to learn more about the deadly robbery and shooting at a Papa John's down in Columbia. Police have arrested 17-year-old Darius Fitzpatrick, charging him with murder. They say he shot and killed employee Gordon Schaefer while robbing the Papa John's on Monday night. He's also charged with robbing 2 Dollar General stores last week. And last May, Fitzpatrick was sentenced in juvenile court for robbing a Cash Express. Columbia police say they're still looking for 1 or 2 of Fitzpatrick's accomplices. They'll have a press conference at 10:30 this morning. Meantime, Schaefer's friends started a GoFundMe campaign to help pay for his family to travel to Washington State, where they plan to spread his ashes. He had planned on going to Seattle in the spring. For more on how you can help out, visit our website and click on News Links. The Ebola situation in the U.S. gives President Obama a little bit of cause now finally to be optimistic.
But there's a new poll that reveals many Americans are still worried about a possible outbreak. A declaration by the World Health Organization showed outbreaks can be stopped if caught early. The latest poll found Americans want tighter screening for the deadly virus, and those most fearful of the virus spreading don't have a good grasp on how exactly it spread. The poll also found those with better understanding of the virus are less worried about an outbreak in America. Ebola is spread through close contact with an infected person's bodily fluids like blood and vomit.
And as for right here at home in the state, Tennessee Health Department wants to ease the minds of people who are worried about the virus, so they're taking every precaution to prepare for Ebola. They are on heightened awareness for anyone who may have Ebola-like symptoms, and they've set up a free toll-free hotline for anyone concerned. That number is 1-877-857-2945. That hotline is open from 10 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. They'll extend the hours and days, though, in the near future.
The search for a missing 11-year-old boy has a happy ending. Nathan Long was found yesterday walking in downtown Atlanta. He told Metro he took the megabus from Nashville. His family picked him up last night, and his mother says she is just thankful he's okay. She also said she has no idea why he left or why he went to Atlanta. 3
young men accused of brutally assaulting a Hopkinsville teenager will remain in jail, each on a $1 million bond. Police say Dayton Jones, Tyler Perry, and Sam Miller sodomized the 15-year-old who was unconscious at that party last week. That teen suffered critical internal injuries. 2 teenagers have also been charged in the attack. In a hearing yesterday, the judge refused to lower the bond for the adult suspects. One of their attorneys argued what happened that night was merely a prank that had gone wrong and too far. Investigators say they still have not had a chance to talk with the victim, who remains in the hospital recovering from his injuries.
And the man charged with raping Holly Bobo has changed his story. The TBI says Dylan Adams confessed to the crime, but in court yesterday he entered a not guilty plea. Dylan's older brother Zach and another man are charged with Holly's murder. Outside of court, Dylan's uncle claimed Dylan has a low IQ and is not mentally competent to stand trial.